want to know the deadliest poison? It's not hate, it's not rage, it's comfort, that slow dripping venom that slides into your veins every time you convince yourself you're fine. That velvet soft coffin you crawl into each night while your soul rots alive. Comfort is the anesthetic that keeps you smiling while you're dying. It whispers lullabies while your fire dies out one ember at a time. Look at yourself, eyes wide open, soul half asleep, nodding at demons disguised as friends. You've been shaking hands with traitors wearing perfume and calling it loyalty, dragging your spirit through dirt just to be enough for people who wouldn't even bleed for you. Pathetic. And yet honest. Because this is where most people live. In that gray room between dying and waking. You gave them your time, your silence, your truth. They gave you mockery, rejection, indifference. You sat still while they dismembered you piece by piece, passed your name around like gossip, and called it love. So tell me, how's that working for you? How's it feel to be the patient one, the nice one, the one who forgives while they feast on your backbone? Every day, you're dying slowly. You're trying to fit into a world that chews kindness alive and spits it out like nothing. You think calm equals respect. You think silence earns worth. It doesn't. It marks you as prey. It signals you're safe to exploit again. That's the system. That's the game. Wolves get fed. Lambs get skinned. People don't care. They calculate. They don't remember the nights you answered at 2 a.m. while your own world was collapsing. They remember only how easy it was to use you. They forget the cost of your compassion. That's a truth you swallow raw. No sugar, no apology. And yet, here you are, still hoping, still waiting, waiting for a miracle, waiting for them to realize, waiting for some cinematic moment of redemption. Stop. People don't regret losing you until you've built a life they can't penetrate. They don't respect the quiet until the quiet becomes dangerous. And that's your turning point. Get dangerous. Sharpen every scar they carved into you. Wear it as war paint. Stop asking why they hurt you. Start asking why you tolerated it. Pain is not punishment. Pain is curriculum. And you've been in school far too long. This world doesn't run on fairness. It runs on control, on strategic silence, on explosions calculated like airstrikes. Stop trying to be understood. Stop performing empathy for people who feed on it. You are not a caption for their guilt. You're not a sad playlist for their mood swings. You're a storm. And storms don't apologize for the destruction they bring. You want peace? Make war with your habits. Make war with your softness. It's time to kill the version of you that begged for attention. Burn him. Bury him. Drag yourself from the ashes with eyes that no longer hope. Eyes that see. Because people loved you only when you were easy to manipulate. The moment you withdrew, the moment you refused to explain, you became the villain. They miss control, not you. They mourn the leash, not the dog. You're not here to be offered on a silver plate. You're here to disappear so cleanly it rattles their sanity. To glow in your own world so violently it blinds their doubt. Move in silence. Move in shadows, with precision, because your story isn't over. It's just getting darker. You're still here. Good. That means something inside you hasn't died yet. That means some ember of defiance still flickers under the ashes. Now we feed it. We turn it into a furnace. Listen carefully. The day you stop seeking their validation is the day you start breathing real oxygen. The day you stop trying to be understood is the day your power finally fits into your skin. There is no freedom in the crowd. There is only gravity pulling you back into their orbit of small talk, small dreams, small lives. You have to break orbit. You have to drift alone, cold, spinning, terrifyingly free until you find your own gravity. This is why kings are forged in exile. This is why warriors sleep under bridges while princes sleep in silk. Because real power, the kind that cannot be revoked, is born where no one is clapping. You want to know what strength is? Strength is answering no one. Strength is building in silence while their laughter echoes. Strength is staying so disciplined that even your rage obeys orders. You're going to scare people. Good. Let them flinch. Let them call you cold, distant, obsessed. They don't know what it's like to crawl through the mud for years and stand up carrying a throne on your back. The ones who mocked you will one day study you. The ones who doubted you will one day copy you, but you won't care, because by then you'll be gone, beyond their reach, beyond their imagination. Stop telling them your plans. Stop defending your silence. Let the rumors build. Silence is the only crown that fits. When you're quiet, they project their fears onto you. Let them. When you're absent, they invent stories. Let them. While they gossip, you sharpen. While they post, you build. While they sleep, you climb. Pain, you've eaten it for breakfast. Loneliness, you've worn it like armor. Rejection, it's your forge. Every time they closed a door, it turned into a wall you could lean your back against while training. You are no longer soft clay in their hands. You're stone. And stone doesn't beg to be shaped. Stone shapes itself. But don't mistake this for bitterness. This is clarity. This is the fire that melts away illusion and leaves only steel. The boy who waited for permission is gone. The man who waits for no one has arrived. The world is still the same. Still cruel, still chaotic, but you are different. You're not here to be liked. You're here to build, to command, to shape, to lead without asking. Remember this, the throne you're building isn't made of gold. It's made of hours. It's made of discipline. It's made of sleepless nights and invisible sacrifices. No one applauds at 4 a.m. when you're still grinding. No one claps when you're bleeding quietly. But those hours are bricks. Those scars are nails. And one day, the fortress will stand. When it does, do not celebrate. Do not announce. Sit quietly on the throne you built and let the silence roar louder than any applause ever could. This is the law of transformation. Suffer in public and you'll be mocked. Suffer in silence and you'll be mythologized. People don't respect pain they can see. They respect results they can't explain. Your mission now is simple. Cut. Cut ties. Cut noise. Cut excuses. Leave only the essentials. Work, discipline, purpose, solitude. You will be misunderstood. You will be mocked. You will be called arrogant, antisocial, obsessed. Wear it. Own it. It's camouflage. It's the natural insulation around your becoming. Understand this truth and tattoo it on your mind. No one is coming. No one is going to save you. No one is obligated to believe in you. And that's your greatest advantage. Because everything you become will be forged by your own hands, under your own command. When life beats you down, don't just get up. Rise differently. Rise with a scarred grin and eyes like steel. Rise so they don't even recognize the shape of what you've become. Rise so cleanly and so completely that the old version of you wouldn't dare look you in the eye. Do not rush this process. Do not broadcast this process. Build like a secret weapon. Build like a war you plan years in advance. Every representative, every rejection, every quiet night, every dawn when no one is watching, they will think you disappeared. They will think you failed. Let them. Because when you reappear, it won't be as the boy they doubted, but as the force they can't stop. And when that day comes, don't be loud. Be surgical. Be precise. Let your results walk into the room before you do. That is how you win. That is how you rule. That is how you become untouchable. You are not broken. You are not cursed. You are not doomed to repeat the same cycles. You are in the furnace, and furnaces don't destroy metal. They refine it. So burn. Burn willingly. Burn until you're unrecognizable to the man you were. Burn until your pain becomes purpose and your silence becomes strategy. Then, and only then, step into the light, not for applause, but for war. Because by then and only then, step into the light, not for applause, but for war. Because by then you'll understand, you weren't born to fit, you were born to build. You weren't born to please, you were born to reign. And in the end, they won't remember how many times you fell. They'll remember the day you stood and never bent again.